Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right, I'm going to do another one. I uploaded this collective reading yesterday, but I felt called to do another one. It's going to be what are you expecting out of this connection versus what to actually expect. Okie dokie. Per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say? That is okay. I will return some other time, okie dokie, but like I said, I really want to see what is something this collective, what are you expecting out of this connection right now? What are you expecting? Oh, wow. So I got the Lovers and then the Five of Cups right here. Very opposite kind of yesterday's collective, if that one didn't really resonate with you. But I think this collective, you are really longing for this person right now, okay? I think you're, if anything, with that Five of Cups, you are kind of sitting in nostalgia. I think what you're kind of doing is replaying in your head of the broken cups, the broken glass, what kind of broke this dynamic. You're going back and forth a little bit. I think you're doing the 1 minute, no, it's my person's fault, like they need to take accountability, but I also feel like you're taking accountability on certain things as well. I think you're looking at the bigger picture. I always use that term, it takes two to tango. It takes two people to make a relationship. It takes two people to fall apart. This collective, I will say, I think you do believe in that saying of, okay, they've done certain things wrong, but so have I. And it's kind of that, what can I do to fix this? I think there is a little bit of sadness. I feel like this collective, you're kind of sitting with for the time being. Let me see what else. Okay, and then the World's right here. That's what I'm saying. You've completed a lesson and completed a cycle right now. I think there is something about, sorry, excuse me, confirmation, like my chest tightened up for a second. There is something, again, I just released, you just released. Maybe for a long time you did sit in your ivory tower and did that. It's my person's fault. They did this. They broke up with me. They said that, I'm saying all that for a reason. Now I feel like a wave of emotions that finally hits you when it comes to this collective. I almost said collection. Something about the word collection could be very significant to you. I'm collective, sorry. I think part of you is still doing the, what can I do to fix it? Is there a way to fix this? What can I do to open up this chapter again if it is plausible? Yeah, Nine of Wands. I don't think and don't make these details fit. You haven't all the way have moved on from this person quite yet. And it's not so much, and again, yes, you're kind of doing the what can I do to fix it. I don't think you're sitting in your Delulu and expecting this person to come through and give you I feel like both of you, I'm going to be honest, have been hurt in this connection. Okay, I think in a lot of ways you guys could have ended very, very badly. There could have been some harsh words that were exchanged right over here between the both of you. I think like I said, I feel like it's the both of you. I think this person has hurt you, but I think you have also hurt this person as well. Let me do a couple more as far as, yeah, Three of Wands in reverse. Got a notification sign. I think there is, like I said, I will say as far as expectations out of this person, I don't think there is something about this collective. I have to say, you're kind of in this mode of, if they choose or decide never to come back to me, I'm okay with that. I'll make peace with it. But it's like you do want to know, is this person is this something that can be fixed? And then the Four of Swords in reverse. That's what I'm saying. I think you just want answers when it does come to this connection a little bit. Okay, I don't. But I'm going to be honest, in your guys' dynamic, when you guys were good, you guys were great. When you guys were bad, you guys were rough. I don't know why I'm picking this up. This could have actually been a long-term relationship, a long-term commitment is kind of what I'm getting out of this. This person never, though, I will say, based on how you're feeling and what you're expecting, and it's kind of similar to what you're even feeling being separated from this person, got another notification sign. You never felt emotionally safe with this person. There is something about this person would always make you feel guilty for, this is very toxic. I felt like this person would always make you feel a little bit guilty about choosing yourself or prioritizing yourself. There is something about this person would kind of make you feel bad for making decisions for yourself. Got another notification sign. Let me do one more and I'll get into what to actually expect out of this person. 10 of Cups. I think you do look at this person, though, despite of the harsh things that were exchanged between the both of you, you still, though, look at your person as right person, completely wrong time. You're looking at right now as a wrong time. That's what I'm saying. You're not exactly doing that, please, I want my person back. I want them to come back. You're not really doing that. I think you are giving this person space. I think you're trying to give yourself some space, but you don't know which revenue to go about it, especially with the world. I keep staring at that world. I think, you're going over mainly all the broken glasses right now. Broken glass could be very significant. You could have just actually broken a piece of glass or shattered something. But I think mainly what you're reflecting on is the ugly things between you and this person, okay? How they've always made you feel guilty on certain things, how you always felt like you were in fight or flight mode when it came to this connection. And I think there's a small part of you got another notification sign. You're wanting you and this person to come back both in a more mature aspect. And I have to say, this collective, you are taking accountability on certain things, but what kind of concerns me is this person has never made you feel safe. It never gave you that lover's energy, duality, equality, two equals. This person never made you feel like that you were their equal. There is something about that. There's a little bit of control here in this dynamic. I think this person did try to, again, make you feel guilty, have some form of control over here, and you lashed out on words. Two people, what to actually expect out of this connection. Liberation and then war and strife right here, and this is something now your guides are kind of talking to you about. I feel like, and that's why I'm saying this has been a long-term commitment, because every time you guys would get into fights or get into these arguments, or this person would make you feel bad about yourself, you guys would be okay, you both would apologize, but then you guys would repeat the same cycle. The numbers 29 and 34 could be significant. Okay, and I got patience right here. That came up a little bit similar to yesterday, but that's a completely different collective. If that one did, if this one, check out yesterday's collective, okay? I think in the nice way, you two are still bound to repeat the same karmic cycle. What is a lesson this collective, this person is showing this collective right now? Prosperity. And there's that patience. That's still at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and again, I can't get over how this person has always made you feel guilty about certain things or certain decisions. Number 43 is significant. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You need to be in the spot. And again, I understand you're grieving this connection. You're going through the emotions. You're feeling sad. I get that. I'm not saying don't feel that way about this person. But until you're confident enough to say, I no longer feeling guilty about the decisions I make, or even if it does end up in a mistake, or, I failed at that, which, that's not a avenue to go. I need to make those decisions. There is something about you are still, even during right now, a little too worried about what this person, how this person's going to feel, how's it going to affect my person? No, how's this affecting you? For once, put yourself first. Until you can do that, they're not going to put this person back to you. Personally, from what I'm seeing, though, I think this was a giant karmic. You were both each other's karmic lessons. Yeah, fruitless labor. And like I said, I'm not saying right now it's not going to come back or you guys can't work it out later. But right now, your guides are saying no. Do not have that expectation right now. You're going to get that 10 of Cups moment. Right now, you need to get out of your own head. And for what? They want you to put yourself first. That's what I'm saying with that fruitless labor. You are still invested. Well, what do they think? Did I hurt their feelings? Did I hurt them? Good for you, again, for taking accountability. But put yourself first. But until you do that, you're not ready for this person. This person's not ready for you. One more. Disregarding of rules. This person is still going to disregard you. 30 and 41 is also truth and justice. You will get that, but not right. You got to put yourself first and no longer feel ashamed or guilty for putting you first. And you're still doing that right now, not just with this person, but with other people. That's a shadow work aspect to go through. I hope this helped, my baby.